Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Jacksonville. I'm Matt Peiken. Let's kick off your week with this Monday morning newscast for February 16th. Jacksonville officials are urging residents to take extra precautions as severe drought raises wildfire risk across Northeast Florida. At a news conference on Friday, Fire Chief Percy Golden II said the city has already seen 29 wildfires this year, more than double last year's pace, with January's wildfire count running about 10 times higher than last January and nearly 50 times more acreage burned. The St. Johns River Water Management District has also declared a moderate water shortage in Duval, Baker, and other counties, asking residents to curb, quote, wasteful and unnecessary water use after rainfall totals lagged. Meteorologists cited repeated freezes, damaging vegetation that later dries out, as another risk factor. Read more about this at Jacksonville Today. A longtime Jacksonville Sheriff's Office patrol officer has been reassigned after his arrest tied to a bar altercation in Clay County. JSO says 49-year-old John H. Tiedemann, a 27-year veteran most recently assigned to District 2 in Arlington, faces a felony charge of battery on a person 65 or older after a Valentine's Day incident. Clay County deputies responded to an assault call early Saturday and say the victim reported trying to de-escalate a verbal dispute when he was struck. JSO moved Tiedemann to teleserve pending the investigation. Read more about this in the Times-Union. Swisher, a family-owned tobacco company headquartered in Springfield since 1924, has agreed to set aside 60 jobs for residents living near its Jacksonville campus as part of a $135 million manufacturing expansion. Nonprofit LiftJacks says the commitment covers 25% of Swisher's planned 240 full-time positions for people within a 2-mile radius, including historic East Side neighborhoods like Oakland, Campbell's Addition, Phoenix, and Long Branch. The deal follows a City Council-approved $3.5 million property tax refund and comes amid new East Side economic development funding tied to the Jaguars Stadium agreement. Read more about this at Jacksonville Today. Jacksonville's commercial real estate market has a cautiously upbeat outlook this year, according to fourth quarter 2025 reports from multiple brokerage firms. Analysts say population growth and new employers are helping keep retail, industrial, and office sectors resilient, even as higher interest rates, tariffs, and consumer confidence, along with AI, shape broader economic uncertainty. Retail vacancy held around 4.8% despite roughly 600,000 square feet of new construction. Industrial vacancy rose sharply in 2025 to about 10%, roughly double the rate from a year earlier, after millions of square feet of newly built, mostly speculative space came online. Office leasing improved, though vacancies remain up. Read more about this at the Jacksonville Daily Record. And Jacksonville's effort to remake its downtown riverfront is moving into a more visible stretch, with 5 park projects advancing at once along the St. Johns River. City Parks Director Daryl Joseph told a City Council special committee last week that 2 sites, the Music Heritage Garden near the Performing Arts Center and a new St. Johns River Park around Friendship Fountain, are expected to open in March. Bigger projects, including Shipyards West Park and a redesigned Metropolitan Park, are aimed for completion in 2027. With additional work at Riverfront Plaza starting this year. Read about all of this in the Jacksonville Business Journal. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupjacks.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupjacksfl. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Jacksonville.